¡Vámonos, gente! Continuamos. Mira qué bonito. Al sheriff.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Tom, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
Who are we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can. Marston, we ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Walton's the top screw. Let's get out.
Quítese, señora. No, no quiero nada con usted.
Come on, don't lose him.
Venga, tenemos que darnos prisa. Vamos, caballo. Uy, el caballo, que va a reventar. Vámonos, que es para hoy.
Walton's as bad as you say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Jola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Vivir en esta época tiene que ser una mierda, ¿eh? En el oeste. Aunque a mí las pelis me encantan, ¿eh?
Yeah. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses. Looks like we got company, boys. Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you.
Ve, cobertura.
Behind the crate, Marston. Smoking light. You ain't.
Como dije en el anterior capítulo, las primeras 2 horas del juego, más o menos, es tutorial. Guapísimo, ¿eh?
Watch out for that bastard behind you.
Elimina a los forajidos. Cójalo vivo si puede. Venga, sal.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Yeah.
A ver cuánto nos has dado. 20. Recomiendo al principio del juego robar los cadáveres. Te dan munición y algunas veces te dan dinero.
Sorry about this, partner.
También recomiendo a todos los animales al principio matarlos para despellejarlos, ¿vale? Para vender su carne y su piel. Ahí escucho tiros.
Not bad.
My name's Jufo. Very
Come on.
grateful. There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
I'll happily take this off your hands, my friend.
Mapa del tesoro, que ya sabe dónde estará.
Hey,
¿Y qué recomiendo? Bueno, ya lo he hecho, ¿vale? Lo de los animales, matarlo todo lo que podáis. ¡Hostia! Toma. ¿Y esto? Bueno, pues vamos a vender la piel más adelante
this'll fetch a good price.
y lo que cojamos. En el 2 esto es mucho más realista. Garra de... Vale. Vamos a ver el mapa. El comisario. Ay, que se cansa el caballito. Bueno, en este juego... Bueno, en todos los juegos de Rockstar Games siempre hay actividad por el mapa. Te suele salir forajido, te puede acorralar, una dama en apuro, que se le ha muerto el caballo, ¿sabes? Muchísimas cosas. Hay minijuegos también. Bueno, misión secundaria, pasamos.
Hello? Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. If it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I've just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Where is he?
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. Not far now. Eyes open, boys. Whoa there. All right, boys. Let's proceed on foot from here. Let's go. Stay alert, boys. Be
A ver,
ready,
tiro.
boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Venga.
Rustlers, find some cover. Come on, me!
Para mí los juegos... Este juego tiene las balas más penetrantes que en el 2, ¿eh? El impacto de la bala para mí, creo que en este juego es mejor. ¿Lo ve como tiene el primer capítulo? Esa calima, que no es normal que se vea. Ese filtro de calima. No sé si se apreciará, en la grabación. Pero en mi televisor sí. Y yo no recuerdo eso en Play 3. La verdad. Tan exagerado. Había calima, pero no tan exagerado. Vámonos. Pumba. ¿Dónde está? Mira la cabecita. Uy. Abrimos por si hay algo. Bueno, munición.
Sorry about this, partner. Damn, those Baller twins have got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why'd a man break his back working 12 hours a day for a rancher who can't afford to pay him?
But the rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his cattle.
Yep, it's one of them vicious.
Here we go
¿Quién
again.
queda más?
We should cross paths with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his
Entonces, a ver
hands
si
dirty.
Rockstar Game pone un juego que se sprinte con el joystick, tío, le mete con la X.
He'd tell you he's all about the book, letting the
Muy
judge
incómodo,
decide
tío.
a man's fate, but he doles out plenty of his own justice too. I plant you shallow without a reading, boy. God damn it, how many of these bastards are there? Hey, mother of God!
Horsemen swatting rustlers like flies.
Tómate. Uy. Esto me gusta a mí, mira. Pumba.
Keep dropping like that, boy.
Keep
Guapo,
moving. We need to get to the marshal.
Come on, take some of that fire off the marshal. Or we're done for.
Lo que sí me gusta mucho del 2 es el core que tiene. Desmembramiento y cosas de esas. Toma, mira la cabeza. El boquete queda abierto.
This is mighty generous of you, mister.
Espero. A ver el boquete que le hemos abierto. Yo creo que sí, ¿no? Y el agujero.
I'm gonna beat the lot of you.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's try to sneak up on it. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it.
Sigue el comisario. Vamos a seguir. No sé por qué va agachado. Vamos a seguirle. Disparamos, ¿no? ¿O qué está esperando, comisario?
That bastard won't be rustling no more.
I hope you
Vámonos.
got money for a funeral.
Nice shot.
Vista desde arriba, siempre
Why don't you point that at one of the
ventaja.
fellas who's shooting at us? There's one of them.
Vamos a intentar bajar. Hostia, que me he muerto. Primera muerte de John Maston. Muerte.
Stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards
Muerte
as we can.
épica. Vamos a hacerlo más rápido porque si no. ¿No ha muerto? Estaba herido el pobre. ¿Cómo ha bajado el comisario ahí? La música me gusta más, la banda sonora de este juego que del 2. Es que son muchas cosas.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Pues listo.
Just a little something for my trouble.
Vamos a ir por los cofres, que aquí hay varios, recuerdo. No hay nada por aquí. Aquí hay uno. Vamos a ver si aquí otro. Oh, este ya lo he abierto, no, este ya lo he abierto. Oiga, caballito, vámonos. Joder, menos mal que te he llamado, su normal. ¿Por qué siempre lo...? Hombre, aquí que estamos cerca. ¿Por qué siempre los caballos de los videojuegos nunca te responden, tío? Se la pelan las órdenes que tú le digas. Bueno. En el juego las 2 o a las 4 se quita esta calima. Lo tengo ya visto, ¿eh? Yo creo que es del disco. Yo no es que no sé, tío. Es muy raro.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Súbete al caballito. A ver si pasa la hora más de las 4. A ver si en este vídeo lo puedo demostrar, lo que llevo ya diciendo ya en 2 capítulos. Vámonos.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Colócate atrás.
Whoa there. Move, move.
Vamos a dirigir las vaquitas.
Come on.
Vámonos.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Let's move here, my four-legged friends. Whoa.
Las vacas que son tontitas.
Move on, move on.
Son mongolitas todas.
Get Rustin outlawed a murder with his gun.
Vamos. Eso es, corre, coño.
Come on, come on, come on.
Ese.
Let's go. Forward.
Keep going, Mr. Marston. Nearly there.
Cállate.
Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Move. Let's go.
Para dirigir la vaquita.
Sweep back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
Keep them tight now.
Yeah.
Mantén mirando el ganado.
That's a big herd for your first time.
Si le disparáis a un pájaro, ¿lo veis? Desbloqueáis un... Bueno, creo que se ha visto arriba a la izquierda a lo mejor. Desbloqueáis una
You're
skin.
not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Bueno, que se le dé bien a John Master ganado y cosas de campo. Lo vemos porque es bueno, entre comillas, en el Red Dead Redemption 2. Por el final. Vámonos. A ver si pasa las 4. Joder. Vamos a pasar lento la hora aquí en el juego. Vuelve hoy después de las 3.
Let's go.
Va, entonces no se va a ver lo de las 4.
Whoa there.
Después de las 3, vamos, dentro de nada, en verdad. Pero bueno, paso de... La verdad que paso de... Paso de espera. Se ha bugueado ahora. Vámonos.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle just take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. That sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Right? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby.
You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men.
Uy, coño, que quiere ver las estrellas, ¿no? El culo del caballo.
Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eye.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul, can we just
but
enjoy
I know
the ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
De todos colores, ¿eh? Hombre, yo creo que las estrellas no son así. Bueno, hay estrellas de todos los colores, ¿no? Galaxias y todo el rollo que nos dicen, pero yo nunca he recordado el cielo con tanta variedad de colores. ¿Cómo se doma? Se monta, ¿vale? Y con el izquierdo tiene que equilibrarte. Si te va para la derecha, pues a la izquierda. Y viceversa. Lo suyo es que tu culo esté en el centro del caballo. Si no está en el centro del caballo, pues te va a caer. Ahí está. Ya está, caballo domado. Vámonos. Vamos a ir otra vez a domar. Vamos con este blanquito. Ahí está. No hace falta que me la amarre ella, sino manteniendo pulsado lo que es la cuerda, pues te va al caballo y pulsa triángulo para subirte. Ahí. Está fuerte el caballo este, ¿eh? Los músculos que tiene.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor. But it's straight. And it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired, then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting broncos?
That was fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day. If you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's head for Armadillo.
Come on.
Tomorrow I'll teach you about rain.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
Cómo cambia el escenario, ¿eh? Estaba de día
Is that so?
a de
She's
noche.
always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much. There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston.
Vámonos.
Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
No me acuerdo que esta misión fuese larga, tú. Aquí creo que conseguimos un caballo guapo. Móntate. ¿Por qué no montas? Ah, mierda, vale, perdón. Tengo que llevar la manada, tú. Claro, hay que llevar la manada. Ahora, guiarla. Venga, ¿dónde vais? No, la inteligencia artificial de este juego de los animales son nefastas, ¿eh? Eso sí es verdad. Eso no respetan nada. Es que, fíjate, cada uno por su lado. ¿Pero dónde vais, por el amor de Dios? Para allá, cojones. Vamos. Coño, mira, otra vez yéndose para otro lado, mira. Y había los caballos, que están... Madre de Dios, tío. ¿Pero dónde van? Cago en vuestro... ¿Pero a dónde vais? Yo sé que hay que colocarse detrás. ¿Pero por qué después se van? Buf. Hay que llevarla ahí. Venga, para acá, para allá, vámonos. Madre mía, tío. Para matarlas todos, te lo juro, yo los mataba. Sabiendo que un videojuego los mataba, oh. Nada. Venga, vamos. Que llevamos media hora. A ver el otro para qué se. ¿Por qué se va para la derecha?
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Ese va a ser nuestro caballo. Qué los cojones. Súbete. Venga.
It's all right. Almost got you.
Tía, nos hemos llevado rato, ¿eh?
Calm down now. That's it.
Gordito, ¿eh?
Nearly there. Come on, come on, come on.
Listo. Por fin.
Come on.
Libertad.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Bueno, para guardar la partida tenemos la casa,
Come on.
que es donde hemos guardado en el capítulo anterior. Bueno, en la cama, básicamente, o el campamento. ¿Vale? El campamento solamente se puede desplegar en zonas amplias. Ni al lado del río, ni en colinas, arriba ni abajo. ¿Vale? Guardamos partida y listo. Y fuera parte de guardar partida, marcando nosotros en un punto concreto, nos teletransporta a ese punto, por lo cual está muy, muy bien. Así que bueno, gente, después de este capitulito de Sherry y domando caballito, John Masto te dice ¡hasta luego!